I came across on Facebook this friend who had quit her job. I knew that she was earning about 6-7 grand a month, and I just thought, if she can do it, then I can do it as well.
90% of it is full of greedy, vulturish behaviour.
Women across the UK are speaking out against a £1 billion industry called multi-level marketing.
I've lost over £1,000. I think it's very much like a cult.
This may be your opportunity to make a difference in your life.
Not only does Valentis offer the best weight loss coffee on the market, but we also give you an opportunity to earn income on it.
You get the opportunity to build a strong, stable income from home.
This is multi-level marketing, better known as the abbreviation MLM or network marketing. It has passionate supporters and outspoken critics. Up to 500,000 people in the UK are signed up. Firstly, let's explain what multi-level marketing is using our fictional MLM company Fantabulousness and a made-up group of people. Fantabulousness make their own perfumes called Live Your Best Life and Positive Dreams. Fictional Amy is recruited by her old school friend Karen to join her team. So, Amy joins up by paying £100 for a starter kit, and Karen makes money for recruiting Amy. Amy makes money by selling perfume to her own customers, like her sister Jane and her best friend Lily, and Karen gets a cut of those sales too. Amy also builds a team. She makes money for recruiting her sister Jane, and every time Jane sells some perfume, Amy gets a cut of that sale. And then Karen also gets money from the recruitment of Jane and her sales. The more people below you, the more selling, the more recruiting, the more money there is going up the chain. Plus, people also get bonuses and make money through coaching. And there are some real life success stories.
I'm currently the #1 position female in the UK, and I have a team of over 1,800 people. Now what that means for me is I've been able to enjoy an incredible income over the last 4.5 years. Of 3.5 of those years, my company has had an intake of over £100,000 of business income. Network marketing to me is absolutely about more than just money. So when I first started, I simply started so that I could be at home with my little boy.
So I have these
Natasha was successful in a company called Forever Living, but she quit and she's now an outspoken critic of the whole industry.
I have the best time, and I can't ever say different. I've met some incredible friends, some amazing people, and we grew to a team of over 300. However, 3.5 years later, I have now decided to leave that industry. I started to notice negativity going on. It was little stories of this person had been experienced some bullying, or this person had experienced cheating. 90% of it is full of greedy, vulturish behaviour.
Unlike Natasha, Ellie is too nervous to speak out in public, and so she's played by an actor.
They sell it to you that you'll only work about 5 to 10 hours a week and be able to earn a full-time income. So I quit my job and committed to Forever. Think big, believe big, act big, and the results will be big.
The idea of being able to control your success through positive thinking or mindset training is encouraged in some MLMs.
No just means not right now.
I think when you go into MLMs, it's very much like a cult. Everyone's buzzing each other up and you're getting quite excited.
I have got loads of business coming my way today.
Ellie says she got into £10,000 worth of credit card debt in 2 years.
The most I ever made in a month was £400.
They are offering women a dream. They're offering them the chance, they say, to earn a lot of money for very little work while staying at home with their children. It's a lie.
So it seems to us, again, the way that these companies are set up, the fact that for most sellers, the only way really to make money is to recruit other sellers. That just seems to contain within itself too much exploitative potential.
Mumsnet say there's been at least 20,000 posts on Threads worried about multi-level marketing.
We have also decided, really as a result of looking into this issue recently, that we're not going to accept any sort of kosher recruitment or other product advertising from MLMs on Mumsnet for the future sort of going forwards.
The people that you see paraded before you at the rallies, on social media, in the lifestyle videos, they are a tiny, tiny percentage.
MLM companies do say on their websites or in the terms and conditions something like income isn't guaranteed or not everyone is successful. the Direct Sales Association, which is the trade body that represents some MLM companies, told us that direct selling should never be viewed as a way to get rich quick. And as with any form of work, it requires hard work and commitment. Forever Living told us all business owners are contractually required to comply fully with the DSA Code of Ethics. That includes not making misleading claims about possible income. Valenta say they are very transparent with all information to anyone who's interested in signing up.
You've just got to get the right work ethic, the right goals set, and get the right skills, and you are on a fast track to success.
You know, they've got someone up on stage who's telling you that for years and years they struggled with their business, and then all of a sudden they focused really hard and suddenly they're earning 5, 10, 15 grand a month. And you're just sitting there thinking, yeah, that's going to be me.
About 75% of people in multi-level marketing companies in the UK are women.
I didn't want to pay out extortionate childcare fees because it's gone up.
It's hard because there's not much work around here as it is.
What these companies appear to provide is genuine flexibility, working from home, choose your own hours. That can feel like a really attractive proposition to an awful lot of women. And so it feels really unfair if what you are actually offering is really about recruiting other people, stockpiling goods and coming home and worrying about what's happening.
Came out of it £2,000 in debt. It's been an absolute struggle. I've had fallouts with my partner over it because I used his credit card.
To them, £1,000 is nothing, but to me, it's everything.
These women told us last August that they'd lost significant amounts of money in a slimming coffee multi-level marketing company called Valentus. They stopped selling when they heard that Trading Standards had started investigating another seller. We contacted Valentus and they admit that at that point the formulas and packaging did not comply with UK approved regulations, but say that in fact the products were for personal use only and not for resale. They say the products were being sold by women like these without Valentus's consent.
I was on antidepressants and I had to increase my dosage because the stress got so much.
With losing so much money, I actually went behind my partner's back, so me and him hadn't got on for a while there because, well, obviously he's going to blame me. It was me that lost the money.
Valentus also said they have a 90 days return policy and that they've changed the formula ingredients and wording on packaging on 2 products and they're now compliant and selling in the UK. Now we've heard from women who say they've made lots of money and some who say they've lost money. But what is the average amount people end up with? Well, the trade body, the Direct Sales Association, released their own data. It works out at £412 per distributor in the UK each month. That's retail sales, which doesn't mean their profit. We can't verify this.
There are ways to give all the information that people need to make a really informed decision. And then if you read all that information, understand it, take it on board, and you still want to work for that company, then I think it's, that's a much more legitimate thing. But it feels at the moment as though people are essentially can be signing up on a bit of a false premise.
Ellie told us she felt pressured to fulfil a minimum spend each month, which could be products or recruitment.
The more they spend, the deeper they get into the belief that success is just around the corner.
So I went to my upline and told them I was struggling and putting everything on the credit card, and they just told me it would pay off. And at the time I thought they were helping me out by encouraging me to continue. And that's not good for a relationship when you're constantly having to scrape by. I mean, if my parents knew how much debt I was in, I think they'd be mortified.
Forever Living told us that business owners must only buy in quantities required to fulfill immediate sales needs and are prohibited from placing orders until 75% of previous stock has been sold. Breaches may lead to termination of their agreement. One criticism of the MLM industry is whether there's too much of a focus on recruitment rather than sales. That is because pyramid schemes, which are illegal businesses, reward people for enrolling others into a business that offers a non-existent or worthless product. There is no suggestion that any MLM companies featured in this film or otherwise are pyramid schemes. However, some people continue to believe that some MLM companies are structured similarly to pyramid schemes.
These are pyramid schemes with a very, very superficial veneer of product to bring it just inside the law. I think that the law can be tightened up.
Joanna says she's heard it all before.
And when you try and ask people what that even means, they just can't explain it. They always say, well, the person at the top makes all the money. And it just makes no sense, because if you look at a normal job and a normal working environment, the person at the top gets all the money while the people at the bottom are doing all of the hard work. Now, to me, that doesn't make sense, because in network marketing, it's the flip side. The people who are doing all the work and working hard can overtake the people that brought them in and earn more money than them, and it's not a pyramid scheme.
The Direct Selling Association told us they strongly oppose all forms of pyramid selling, which is illegal in the UK. In legitimate direct selling opportunities, earnings come from commission on sales of products. Valenta say there is no pressure to recruit, and it's people's choice whether they choose to recruit or to sell. Natasha thinks a focus on recruitment can lead to people getting hurt.
They recruit a lot of people, they fish through those people for ruthless people that are going to be like them, that are going to mass recruit, and they throw the rest to one side. There needs to be accountability. Who's going to fix that lady's confidence that you've battered? It can be really emotionally damaging to somebody when they've had this amazing team around them and suddenly everyone's cut them off.
You will immediately be shut out of all of that, all of those friends, all of those people that you loved and trusted and who you really thought valued you for who you are.
Valenta's told us they provide support to every member through online training and upline support from company leaders. Forever Living say they provide mediation for any disagreements. We do not condone bullying of any description, and we have clearly defined whistleblowing and escalation procedures to deal with any such allegations. Any business owner found to have breached our policies will have their agreement terminated.
Yes, there's probably going to be a backlash, a negative opinion about what I've said, but do you know what? I think the majority of people will hear what I've said, and whether they speak out and agree with me or not, they will agree with what I've said.